Hello, 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 and welcome to American in Yerevan. You were just listening to Yerevan Mukuchan, who is, by the way, our representative of Armenia this year in Eurovision. Not with that song that we were listening to, but with a different song.
Love Wave. So
keep your eyes open for Yeveta. Good luck, Yeveta.
Vote for her.
And vote for her, of course. Yes, you can vote. I'm a little bit still new to Eurovision. I'm not an old veteran like you.
But I can give us some information for our English-speaking listeners who live outside Armenia, because nobody from Armenia can vote for Armenia. But
of course, right. You can't vote for your own country.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
But our Armenian fellows who live abroad, and also our friends who just enjoy our show.
Hello,
maybe,
friends!
Yeah, hello, friends. Hey, Belgium.
Hey, friends!
Yerevan calling. We just recommend, and ask to vote for our participant this year, Yerevan Mukuchan. She's gonna have an awesome show, we heard, and we wish her good luck this year in her performance. Keep our fingers crossed.
You are right now listening to an evening English-speaking show, American in Yerevan. I am Stephen Oxner, and I'm sitting here with
Ina MK, and our show is officially sponsored by Mosaic Sky Restaurant.
Mosaic Sky Restaurant, which is not a restaurant, it's a whole experience.
Yeah.
It's an experience on the 17th floor of Elite Plaza at 15 Horonatsi. Today, every day, we either have a guest that blows our minds to pieces, or we have a theme, and we expound upon that theme from the point of view of America and from Armenia, and maybe some other points of view, depending on the theme. And today's theme is Heroes of Peace. Heroes of Peace, and it's a very good time, especially in our country.
Oh, I think we have a guest.
Oh, we have a guest.
Jacques.
If you are watching...
Hello, Jacques.
Hello, Jacques.
How are you doing, our hero of peace?
Oh, you should sway.
He's looking for his glasses, he says. And for peace, Jacques is always for peace.
Yeah,
so.
he's a very peaceful guy. Last night, Jacques gave me a ride home from the event that we will talk about later.
Yeah, sure.
And
he was one of the soldiers of yesterday's event participating. He was the leader.
He was.
He was the host of the event. So bless your heart for that.
Bless you, Jacques.
He wishes everybody a good evening and an awesome show. Good luck. Oh no!
The same.
Wow.
So much information right now flowing out of Jacques tonight, as always.
Lots of other things we're going to talk about here on our show. Good night, Jacques.
Good night.
But we will not say good night to our listeners right now, because our show is just starting. We have a show every Wednesday and Friday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. here on Radio Van with Ina MK.
And Stephen Oxner.
Just in case you were worried that we went away and that we abandoned you, I can say now that we are here.
We're here
in the studio,
enjoying cold chocolate.
Oh, you have cold chocolate?
Yeah, granted by our dear music editor, Mary. Thank you, Mary.
Water bottle. Thank you, Mary. Thank you.
It's diet. You don't need.
Oh,
Steven.
It's a diet.
You're
cold
too skinny.
Thing. Yeah. That's like the protein
cold
shakes.
Chocolate.
You know, my brother drinks protein shakes that are like chocolate too, and they look really delicious. And then you try it, and it's like drinking chalk.
No, this is good.
This is good?
Yeah.
Maybe you should make me one. But for now, we have a caller who seems like he maybe has a cold. Hello? Are you there? Oh no, did he hang up on us?
Hello
Did
from
we have
the
that was a prank
side.
call? Was that a prank call? Okay, maybe he'll call back.
Okay, no hellos from the other side.
From
Maybe next time. And
This, I think it was maybe a prank call because when he called, the first thing that I heard on the phone, you didn't hear it because I was on the phone with him. It was like a voice that was like, "Hello,"
Whoa.
and I said, "Oh, hello,
Hello from hell.
who is this?" And he said, "It's me."
It's
And then it turned out that it was Samvel, our one of our favorite callers,
Yeah.
our youngest caller by far.
Samvel
How
is
old is
number one
Samvel?
on our chart.
He's number one on our charts.
Chart.
He
Callers.
is on the top of the charts for Radio Von, American and Yerevan callers.
Yeah.
Most popular, most
Oh.
adored, and
Yeah.
most on the line right now. Hello.
Samvel
Hello?
Jan.
Oh, we seem to be
Are
having
you there?
some technical difficulties.
Do we have everything on? Oh, it's a pity. Is it okay? Okay. Okay, Samvel Jan, we hope that you call us
How
again
old
and
is
again.
Samvel
Don't
again?
give
He
up.
told us one time how old he was. How old is he?
He is
8,
9.
9 years old. 9 years old, and he speaks English like he's my sister, who's 9 years old, who's been speaking her English her whole life. By the way, my sister. Let me tell you this story quickly before Samvel calls. Is that okay?
Sure.
My sister found out about everything that's happening here, and I met a gentleman a few months ago who works on the border in Artsakh with children.
Wow.
And this is pretty amazing. He has a lot of different programs, but one of his programs is he hires microbuses to collect children from border cities and bring them to Tumo to study. And they do it once a week, every Saturday. This microbus
That
goes
is
all over the
that's a
border,
good
collects
work.
these kids, brings them. They study at Tumo for the whole day. They feed them there, and they take them home. And so I was telling my
Bravo.
parents and my family about all of these different things they could do for Armenian children. My sister was listening this whole time. It was just on Skype, and she was listening. And she asked my mom, "Can I have a bake sale?" And my mom said, "Okay," because she's really into baking right now. She's 9 years old. She's just discovering the kitchen, and she wants to bake. And she said that she wanted to bake goods and make money to give to Armenian children. And she
Steven,
baked
your
8
whole family
different.
is awesome. It's incredible.
So she baked 8 different treats. I can't imagine this. She baked 8 different treats one morning. This was this week. Then went out to King Supers, which is a supermarket in our neighborhood in Colorado, and she sat in the freezing cold. Right now, there's snow in Colorado, still snow, and
You
it was
must be
3
kidding
degrees.
me.
It was 3 degrees outside, and she sat all day in 3-degree weather, and sold these baked goods, these 8 different baked goods, and made
Poor
$80.
girl. You're a hero.
She
She's
made
a real
$80,
hero.
and I'm gonna meet her in Germany this summer. She's gonna give me that $80, and I'm gonna have to figure out who to give it to, because my sister,
amazing.
who's 9 years old, is a philanthropist.
She's amazing.
Yeah,
She's a real hero. She's a
a
little
hero of peace.
hero.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. So good job, Sierra Karsh. She's
Good
already
job,
become
Sierra.
a star of the Armenians for Colorado
We
page on
say a
Facebook.
big hello, a big thank you with all our hearts to you right now.
A big
on air.
hello, big thank you to Sierra. I hope she's listening. I tried to help her figure out how to turn on. By the way, if you have any 9-year-old sisters who are abroad and would like to listen to us but can't just turn on their radio at 103.0 and listen to Radio Von, then they can go to our website, radiovon.fm,
We'll
and
send her
listen.
the link.
Yeah, of course we'll send her
Of
the link.
course.
Let's
Hello.
see. Is this Samvel? Hello.
Hello. Samvel Jan.
I can hear something's going on the line. Oh, another dropped call. Kids,
Disconnecting.
sometimes they have like these games.
Oh, I don't think so.
You don't think he's
I don't
playing a
think
game
he's-
with us?
I don't think.
Yeah, I really hope not. We used to do this thing where we would like call someone and
I
say,
used to do that.
"Hey, is your refrigerator running?" And they would say yes, and they say, "Go, why don't you go catch it?" Then hang up really quickly.
We were doing all kinds of stuff.
You did stuff like that
as if
too.
we were calling from the electric station or something. You're gonna have your lights off for the rest of the week.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
And many others. But of course, people will figure out that we were kids.
That you were just
yeah.
kids, yeah. And that your voices are far too
But we
high
felt that
and
that
far
was-
too.
We thought that
sweet.
was so funny.
Well, we are going to work on our technical difficulties and see if we can get Samvel here on the line But for now, we're going to listen to Robin Thicke. Just right. Just right here.
That's a nice one. And do not forget to call us 560-901.
To tell us your favorite story of a hero of peace.
And also watch us on www.radiovan.fm.
A song that is very close to my heart. It's strange when you kind of have like a weird, kind of maybe a little bit dark feeling in life that you start to listen to songs a bit differently. And then it's like there's so many associations.
Yeah, they make you kind of sad or remember
Or you
stuff.
kind of identify yourself in them. Okay, we have the caller again.
Hopefully,
let's see. Is it
successful
Samvel?
this time?
No, Irene.
It's Irene.
No, Irene.
After 9, my name is Samuel.
After 9, it's Samvel.
I like the voice. No, Irene.
No, Irene.
How are you?
Hi, Irene, John. We're good. How about you?
You know, today your theme is so beautiful because my name, Irene, comes from the name of Greek goddess Irene, which means peace.
Peace.
Yes, my name in Greek is
Peace. Hello,
Wow.
Peace.
Hi, Peace.
You know, your theme today reminded me of an episode from the film about Mother Teresa.
Okay.
She was in India, and one of her sisters...
We were going to speak about
This is what we were going to speak
Irene.
about if we didn't have a
You
caller.
should do it.
Perfect.
My episode is very small. One of her sisters moves in London, and once Teresa calls her and asks her to pray, and says, pray so that you can make the sky, so you can storm the sky, which means she believed that even if you are in India and somebody in the USA or in London, your voice always reaches the God.
Oh. Can you say that again one more time? Pray to the sky, sing to the sky so that you can do what with the sky?
To be stormed.
Storm.
Oh, I see,
so
I
you can
see.
storm the sky.
So you can
can
storm the
storm
sky
the
with
sky.
your
I
prayers.
see.
But you know, the most important thing for everybody living in this planet, on this planet, is to find his or her inner peace. That is so difficult. Once I asked somebody, are you a good friend for yourself? He was surprised. For myself, he asked, I said, yes. Do you live with yourself in peace? Or there are two or more egos in yourself which are always in quarrel?
Oh. So you have to be.
Do you have any kind of advice for me
peace.
or for Ina or anyone else in the world about finding your inner peace?
Oh, that is to be honest with yourself. Not to lie you, even if the lie is, we say, the lie
Hurtful.
is sweet.
Even
Yeah.
if it's a sweet lie.
Sweet lie.
Yes.
Or I think have you heard this term white lie? A white lie?
White lie?
There's a term in English called a white lie. It's
Is
like
it the sweet
if you
lie?
don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or if it doesn't seem like it's going to really make any kind of real negative
We say
effect.
dar dëshmartutina.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. A white
think
lie,
maybe
it
it's-
means that you're kind of excusing the lie. It's
There's
an
a-
excuse for
Right.
your lie.
If there's like you have maybe a good reason
to
for
lie.
the lie. Like the classic ones are like a guy is sitting on the couch watching TV. His wife comes in and she says, "Hey, does this dress make me look fat?" And he says, "No."
But it does. This is a white lie.
That could be a
It
white lie.
isn't lie, it's just an etiquette.
Okay.
Well, then tell me what a sweet lie is. What's a sweet lie?
Ina, explain.
Oh, Ina? Okay, your turn, Ina.
I think it's the same.
Oh, it's okay. It's the same.
Yeah,
So it's like a
kind of the
lie
same.
if you're trying to
Lie is
take care of
the
someone
lie,
else's
yes.
feelings.
Kind of the same, but in different situation. Like,
You want to be lied.
yeah, sometimes you need to be lied.
Oh. Oh.
It could
Okay.
motivate you. If people like
You want that anyone like me.
for
You.
instance, Steven, if I write a song and if you don't like it really, you don't really like it,
Yeah.
but I'm so excited about it, and I
You think
tell
it's
you,
great? Yeah.
Steven, isn't this a
Isn't
good
this an awesome song? Yeah.
And you'll say,
Yeah, it's
"Sure,
great. I like it a lot.
Ian."
Yeah, it's a really good song. Yeah, that's a white lie.
Yeah.
And Steven
Kinda like
becomes the citizen of Armenia.
And that's because. Oh, wait. What does that
Due
mean?
to your song, Ina.
Yeah.
Oh!
She remembers everything.
You remember what happened with
Irene.
our last? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen
Get
pretty
the
soon.
passport.
I'm going to get a passport because Ina's going to write me a song. Yep.
Okay, we're gonna do that someday, Irene. Irene, did you know about Mother Teresa that she has received many honors, including
Nobel Prize.
Nobel Prize, and including the she was considered to be a saint
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
by Pope Francis and Roman Catholic Church. Irene, thanks for your call. We'll have to interrupt our sweet conversation
Okay.
because we
Can we
have to have
listen
an
to
advertisement.
Katie Melwa's Piece by Piece?
Wow.
Sure, good
nice,
idea. Okay.
Nice choice.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thanks for
your call.
calling.
Good
Have a peaceful night.
Stick around. We're still here till 11 on American in Yerevan with Ina
And
MK.
Steven Oxner.
Michael Bublé, To Be Loved, here on American in Yerevan. Samvel, if you are listening, now is the time to call
finally.
560-901 to tell your favorite story about your own hero, your very own hero, or depending on your
there.
mood, which I think you have kind of a crazy mood today.
Tonight. we
Hello,
have a
hello.
Crazy phone.
Oh, we did it. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
see what I mean?
This is scary.
You are just scaring us. Did
Yeah,
you call so many
Samvel.
times today because you wanted to scare me?
And this is not even Halloween.
It's not Halloween, Samvel. It's not even the end of Maslenica.
Okay, so who is your hero, Samuel John?
I don't know what hero. Superman.
Your favorite hero is Superman?
Yes.
He's a superhero, but are there any people, real people? I mean,
Do you have any
people.
living heroes?
Yeah,
I don't know.
like maybe your grandpa or your dad or one of your teachers.
Or let's
that
see.
I don't
Who
know.
could it be?
Who could that be?
My father.
Oh, your father.
There you go.
Tell us about your father. What's his favorite color?
I don't know.
What? How do you not know your What?
Just-
Okay,
you have
what's
to-
his birthday? What's your dad's birthday?
What?
What's his birthday?
Birthday.
Yeah.
Come on,
Uh-huh.
come on,
Come on,
Samuel.
come on, come on.
You
I'll
have
bet
to
it's
know.
not the 28th of August.
no. It was recently, actually. Remember, he called to.
Oh, to Dad to congratulate
Yeah,
him.
it was-
Yes, right.
Well, we're giving you hints
Somehow
here.
we're helping you out here. Okay.
Tell
what-
us about your dad's most incredible and interesting things that he did for you, maybe, or that.
He buys me some interesting things. Play with me, chess.
Chess.
Chess? He plays chess with you?
Cool.
Did he teach you how to play chess?
Not very well.
Oh.
Those were-
That's he can't teach you too well because then you'll start winning and then he'll have to stop playing with you.
Yeah, and he'll stop being a hero.
Then he'll stop
maybe,
being
in
your
the
hero.
chess hero. Well,
Okay, what else does he do? He plays chess with you?
Some interesting parks or cinema or Duke. I don't know.
Ugh, that's
know,
cool.
cool.
It sounds like a great time.
You know what I love? One of the most things I love about Samuel, he's so honest.
Yeah, he's very honest.
Always.
Yes.
And
This
it
is what
feels
Irene
like-
was talking about.
Yeah, well, I feel like we're speaking with a grown-up, with an
Yeah.
adult.
Yeah. If he doesn't know the answer to something, he just tells us. I don't know.
I don't know.
Samvel,
John.
it's always a treat speaking with you here on our show. You always speak with such a high level of English, an English that I aspire to. And I guess I could say that for today, you are my hero.
Yay!
Samvel, you are my hero today.
Some applause to Samvel.
Yes,
Bravo.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Oh, you're welcome.
do you have a song you want to listen to
Scare evil people.
Evil people.
I'm scared evil people.
Oh, you are scary.
Oh.
You are very scary. Do you have a scary song that you would like to listen to this evening?
Oh,
This evening I want to listen to a scary song by name Ghostbusters.
oh, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, I think,
we'll see if we have it on
we
file.
could have it. Well,
It's possible that we
Yeah.
have it. Do you
Let's
have a
see.
second variant, something else that you would like to listen to if we do not have Ghostbusters?
Queen, we will rock you.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Yeah, we
Cool.
definitely
Good
have
to-
that one.
and I think what Samuel said is that he has a scary voice to scare evil people.
Oh, he's.
So that's
I
a
see. I
great
see.
idea.
Yeah, it's a scary voice to scare the evil.
Oh, but
Wait, does
but,
that mean I'm evil if
No,
I'm
no,
scared?
no. We're not evil,
We're not
Samuel.
evil.
We
Maybe
know
you're
that
not
you're a really
scaring
nice
us.
guy, and you have such a great voice, and you sing. You even sing sometimes.
sings
you know,
sometimes.
he sings so well.
Not
He was
scared.
singing the other day.
Don't
So-
scare you. I
Oh.
scare my cat.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Good luck to your cat.
Get out of me.
And good luck to you, Samvel.
Good
Thank you for
luck.
calling. It's always a pleasure. And keep listening to us. I don't understand how you go to bed so late. Don't you have school tomorrow? Isn't there school tomorrow?
Yes, I have an excursion.
Oh, an excursion.
Good.
Very
so
cool.
go to bed.
Go to bed.
Get some rest. Yeah.
Call
after
us back
listening
on
to your
Friday. and yeah, after you listen to your song and tell us about your excursion. Thanks a bunch. Talk to you soon, Samvel.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Do you want to we keep trying to come back
Yes,
to Mother
please.
Teresa. Can you just tell
Please,
me
Mother
one or two of
Teresa.
the quotes that you've been wanting to say
Sure.
this entire program?
She has this little text that I really like,
Uh-huh.
and I think it's one of the greatest things she said. Let's go.
Here we go.
People are often unreasonable and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you're kind, people may accuse you of ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you're honest, people may cheat you. Be honest anyway. If you find happiness, people may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today may be forgotten tomorrow. Be good. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give your best anyway. For you see, in the end, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. Mother Teresa of Calcutta.
Oh, that is.
Yeah.
It's like golden words.
Yep.
Words
Cool.
to help you get through every day.
Yeah. Every day and major difficulties, maybe
Yeah. Yeah.
hard times.
Thank you, Ina, and thank you, Mother Teresa, for living and for being such a wise and strong example to
Yeah.
the humans of the
Amazing
planet.
woman.
Yeah. Okay, we're still here. We'll be here until 11 for another 43 minutes. 43 minutes.
No way.
53 minutes. Sorry, 53
Oh
minutes.
my goodness.
I know, it's flying by. Right now we're going to listen to Should I Call You Jesus by Millie Myers while we look for Ghostbusters. Stick around, Sunvel. We're still here
Should I call
supporting
you
you.
Jesus? Ghostbusters?
Don't go away. You are still listening to American in Yerevan here on 103.0 Radio Van. And we're here today talking about heroes of peace. Something that has happened quite recently in Armenian history is the first ever Aurora Prize for the Awakening of Humanity. This you know about, Ina.
Of course. Who the entire Armenia, I think, was speaking about this.
Yeah, and in a big way, I think the whole world has been thinking
Mm-hmm.
and talking about it. George Clooney was here,
Yeah.
which was huge.
He's
Huge news for us.
Yeah, and he's a huge supporter of the recognition of Armenian genocide, so he took part in this big event.
And the event is in honor of a survivor of the Armenian genocide, Aurora Mardiganyan. who was the daughter of a prosperous Armenian family living in what is now known as Turkey, an area of Turkey. And she was amazingly a survivor of the genocide because there was a day when they decided they were going to crucify young women. They had 16 crosses, and she was the 17th of them. So she witnessed the death of her family members, of course, these 16 women, of many children, many women, and then she was forced to march over 1,400 miles, during which she was kidnapped several times, escaped several times. She made her way to Georgia, and then to St. Petersburg, and then finally she traveled to America, and she lived in New York. And while she was living in New York, she was convinced to write a story, a memoir about her experience of living through this genocide. She wrote it, and it was called Ravished Armenia, which they then turned into a film. And it was one of the first voices of the Armenian genocide, one of the first stories that came out on a global scale. And this prize, which was awarded quite recently in Dilijan, right? They did it in Dilijan, or did they do it in Yerevan?
It was in Yerevan, in a sport and concert complex.
Ah, yes. Okay, I see. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They awarded this prize. They had 4 nominees of the prize. And can you tell us the names of the 3 nominees who did not win, but who are also in their own sense very, very large humanitarian actors, people involved in humanitarian aid in the world?
Yeah, well, 2 of them are Sieda Ghulam Fatima. She has worked tirelessly to eradicate bonded labor, one of the last remaining forms of modern slavery. And the other is Dr. Tom Catena.
Mm-hmm.
And the finalist is, the third one.
The third one was Father Bernard Kinvi, who is he's a Christian father living in Africa, and he has taken in many people who were both Christians and Muslims who were warring and continue to war against one another, healing them and giving them shelter. But the winner this year, the winner was Marguerite Barankitse, who lived in a country after the Rwanda Urundi independence that happened in 1962, and the country was split into 2, and one half of which became Burundi. She lived in Burundi, and there was a big ethnic civil war that happened between 2 groups of people, and she took in 25 students from a group that was being persecuted and killed, 25 children, and saved their lives while over 250,000 people were being killed during this, what is being defined as a genocide in 1996 by the United Nations Commissions of Inquiry. During her life, she has also opened a shelter for children and for peace processes called the Peace House, or the Maison Shalom. And in this place, she says that her dream is partially becoming true because the ethnic ties do not matter within the walls of this place that she has constructed, and it is a place for finding peace between 2 ethnic peoples who have been warring against each other since the war has sort of come to a close in 2005. These people have been trying to live and rebuild their country in peace, and this amazing woman has given aid to just an enormous amount of children.
Yeah, there's even a number, like she saved over 30,000 children.
Yeah, over 30,000 children, young
imagine?
people, have been affected by the actions of this amazing woman. She was awarded a $1 million sum to donate to whichever organization she chose. And she said in acknowledgement of this prize that the $1 million prize is an acknowledgement of the children's suffering. I dream of sending several of my students to Armenia to study one day, not just because of the classes they'll take, but the values they'll learn. The same values I have learned over the past 3 days in Armenia. It has taught me stability, among other things.
Wow.
So a big hello to Marguerite Barangitsi.
And big
Congratulations.
thank
A big thank you for spreading peace and humanity throughout the world, for saving over 30,000 children. It's amazing. It's amazing that there are so many. In researching for this episode, I think I've told you this, Ina, but I'll say it on the air now. I've realized that humans have been doing terrible things to each other for a really long time. But something that has happened, I think, in the past 200 years
balance
is
to it.
a certain kind of balance.
Yeah.
A big group of people have been coming out of the woodwork and have been actively engaging in humanitarian aid for, it doesn't matter who. There's so many people in this world now who do not distinguish between Muslims and Christians and Hindus and Jews.
Other issues.
Or political issues or social issues, belief systems. There are lots of people now who will take in whoever is in need. And there are lots of people in this world who are in need. This is also something that I think has been very interesting about the Aurora Prize, because the Aurora Prize is not given to Armenians. It's not given to only Armenians, and anyone in the whole world, regardless of their religion or their political system or their actions, is capable of winning this prize, depending on exactly one thing. That they do for other humans.
Yeah, it's Aurora Prize Awakening Humanity is one of their slogan.
Awakening humanity.
Yeah, so it's a global thing. And there were so many people who, after they watched this prize on TV or were lucky to be present at this big event, I read a lot of like Facebook statuses and opinions and people just talking about discussing this event, and they said one of the most frequent things that I heard is that they won't be the same again after this event.
They were changed for life.
They were changed forever, and this is a good thing because this prize will have an annual
reoccurrence. It will happen
yes.
every single year. Yes,
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So this is great, and this is, I'm so happy that Armenians will be recognized not only in the perspective of genocide as a nation that has suffered and things like this, but also like human values that we will spread through this prize.
Yeah, it's almost like Armenian genocide through the Aurora Prize is being now remembered in a completely different direction.
Yeah, it's like a rebirth.
Yeah, absolutely. So, a big thank you to anyone who was a part of the Aurora Prize. I know that we have a very good friend, Ani, who hangs out with us quite often, who is working at the Idea Foundation and tirelessly, it seems all the time, working on developing.
And thanks to all the founders and all the donors and everybody who was a part of this big thing.
Stick around, we're still here for another 30 minutes here on Radio Von 103.0 with Ina MK.
And Steven Oxner.
I'm falling head over heels in love again. Help me, oh, can't you hear me? I think I'm falling in love.
Listening to Jamiroquai, Falling here on 103.0 Radio Von, and we're falling to the end of our program. We have very little time left, and we've talked about so few of these heroes.
I know.
Thankfully, we've had such a great evening with our callers. Samvel, if you haven't gone to bed yet, you should probably go to bed now because you have an excursion tomorrow.
Right now.
And Irene, you can go to bed whenever your honest heart tells you so.
Yeah, and thank God that there are so many heroes that we never have enough time to speak about.
Yeah,
so
that the list will be endless.
Yeah, hopefully.
One of the heroes on our list is the hero of our program, O Mosaic Sky Restaurant, our sponsor and beloved restaurant on the 17th floor of Elite Plaza on 15 Horenatsi. And we talk about Mosaic Sky Restaurant every day, and it doesn't end. For me, the enthusiasm about this place really honestly doesn't end, because it's a one in a million sort of place.
And I think that it's all because their enthusiasm of changing and adding some new dishes to their menu also never ends.
Yeah, it's an endless cycle of creativity over there in their management and in their kitchen, in their cocktail menu.
And tonight I'm gonna share one of my favorite salads.
Ooh, here we go.
I'm a huge salad lover.
Oh, me too. I'm a huge salad lover.
Freak, or whatever you can call that.
Salad junkie.
Yeah.
Which
So,
one? Which
here
one
we
is
go.
it?
It's salad with chicken liver.
Oh, the chicken. Oh, yeah, liver.
Yeah, liver.
But you like chicken
Yeah,
liver? Oh,
I
cool.
do.
Okay, tell me about the salad because I haven't
Okay.
tried that one.
So let's go. It's gently fried chicken liver in duet with browned onion spread on fresh herbs and
Okay.
dressed with pomegranate sauce.
There
See,
it is.
Armenia
the
again.
Armenian zest, right?
Right.
The twist of Armenia in there, yeah.
Garnished with caramelized apples. You'd like that
Whoa.
part.
Caramelized apples.
and sugary flowers.
Sugar-coated flowers and caramelized apples.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Yum. Yum. So go ahead, and if you haven't tried this salad yet, I'd recommend you if you're going to visit Mosaic for the first time, go ahead and try this salad.
So rush there, because then they don't not only have salads, they have amazing soups with tarhun. They
Wines.
have amazing wines from across the globe. They have cocktails fitted especially for their menu. You can talk to their waiters and say, well, I'm kind of in the mood for a chicken liver salad, and then I would like to have some pork after that. What should I drink? And they'll give you a really great option to pair with your meal. Don't waste your time at any other restaurant. Go straight to Mosaic Sky Restaurant on the 17th floor of Elite Plaza
To dine in the clouds.
to dine in the clouds, because there is really a first time for everything.
Yes, so thank you, Mosaic Sky Bar and Restaurant, for being with us and supporting us. And tonight we have some more heroes to speak about.
Yes, we have more heroes to speak about. Let's talk
Right.
about them right away, because we have very little time.
Okay,
Who can we talk about next?
yeah, I know exactly who I want to mention tonight, and I hope that you will send the link to our hero for
Okay.
her to listen to.
Well, if it's Mother
Okay.
Teresa, that's not going to be possible.
No, it's
also,
other
if it's
mother.
Krishnamurti, I can't
It's
do that
Mother
for you.
Nancy.
Oh, Mother Nancy.
Yeah.
Mother Nancy Karsh. Nana Banana.
Nana Banana, exactly. Well, yesterday we spoke a lot about my dad's exhibition.
Yes, we've been
Coming.
speaking about the
Yeah.
exhibition.
And
And it is
yesterday-
no longer on its way because it happened yesterday. We were
It
both
finally
there.
happened.
Yeah.
And, I was running around along with Ani because we were organizers and we were
The
trying
curators.
to keep, we tried to keep in control everything that was going on so that
Sure.
all the guests were in their place and the other participants of the event.
The
And-
wine was in their hands. The band was playing on the very cool stage.
And the paintings were there.
And the paintings were, very, very well. I have to say they were well placed for a non-museum exhibition.
Thank you. That's my dad's placement.
Oh, he
Yeah.
placed them
Yeah,
himself.
He did that.
Oh, yeah, I saw some pictures of him placing them.
And we had a productive, let's say, evening because besides the pleasurable part,
Sure, the
We
great
also-
band, the great wine, the great company. It was an awesome atmosphere there.
yeah, we had a lot of nice people around there that were really happy for us. I could tell, but we also sold some paintings.
Yes. And
there
the
were-
paintings were not being sold for your pleasure. They were being sold for a good cause.
Yeah, and I'm so happy because we collected around $1,500 to give to our family,
Hey.
to the soldiers' family that
Hey, yeah.
died during this 4-day aggression.
Okay.
And so we're going to take that money to this family these days.
Mhm.
And I would like to thank I'd like to say a couple of thank yous
bringing
right
it.
now.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
First of all, Leo 52 Club for supporting us in everything and for the space that they provided, and Garina Arustaman with the band
Okay. Yeah.
quartet that was playing for us that evening. Voskevas Company for their wines, publishing house Vanaryan, designers Yulia Makarova and Christine Sarkisyan, Bliss Art Company, Children's Aesthetic Center in Nornorg, Electro Group Company, event manager of event agency Zilina Ani Julhakyan. Special thank yous and applause for everything that she organized, and of course Jacques Hakopapikian for supporting
for doing
our
what he does
project.
best,
Yeah,
leading a
being the
good,
host of the
fun
evening.
party.
Yes.
Jacques is such.
Yeah,
He's like, you couldn't have a
He's
prettier
great.
face to lead
yeah, I
any
know.
kind of anything.
He's great, and
Yeah.
of course to Radio Van entire staff for supporting us with information, with spreading the news,
For
with-
being there.
being
Shoshanik
there.
was there yesterday.
And
Mary was
of
there.
course to Shoshanik Arevshatian for
Yeah.
all the support, and also to all of our friends who supported us along the way. And I would like to say that one of the people who bought the painting
Aha.
is
We're coming back around, bringing
yeah,
it full circle.
was Steven, but
Not me. No, it was not me that I
But
would
not
not be able
only
to
his-
afford those paintings, even
But
though
not
I would
only
love
his
to buy them.
sister is doing charity fundraising, but also his mom.
My mom,
Yes,
Nan Karsh.
Nancy. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I'd like to say, and besides having a pleasure to being a co-host of with your son, this program, I
This is a
also
direct message to you, Nancy Karsh.
yes, I also enjoy saying thank you to you, and so grateful for you being part of our support of this project, support our soldier, because this is a very hard time for us, and it's important for each of us to take part in this kind of actions to help people. So thanks again, Nancy. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah, thank you,
for
Nancy.
giving birth to me.
And I hope that Stephen gets the painting safely
The
to you.
painting will
Yeah.
get to her very safely. She'll see it. And let me know if you'd like a picture of it, Mom. I didn't know if you wanted to see it or if you wanted to keep it as a surprise.
Yes, let him know, please. We also want to know whether you liked it or not. I hope you do.
That brings our show for the evening to a close. It is 10:51 and 53 seconds here in our studio at 103.0 Radio Van in Yerevan. And as always, it was a pleasure to speak about the things that have to do with our country and the world. We'll be back on Friday, maybe continuing this theme because we really didn't get
could.
too deep into it.
Yeah, we had so much to talk about.
Thankfully, we had a lot of callers and a lot of interesting perspectives.
Yeah, and there is one more thing I would like to add to my thank yous. It's so important to know that it's not only in Armenia, but halfway around the world, someone like
Uh-huh.
your mom
Uh-huh.
cares about what's going on in the world, not only in their country, not only, for instance, in America,
I
but
see,
also
yeah.
here. It's once again, it proves that people still care for each other and ready to help, no matter where they are, who they are, and what religion and nationality they are.
Oh, nice way to conclude the evening, Ina.
Thank you, Steve.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. As always, listen to us. We'll be back on Friday at 9 p.m. and we're here every Wednesday and Friday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Radio Van 103.0.